Hi guys. So after moving the table 10,000 times and finding the right place where we could sit out of the sun so it wasn't too bright for Lisa.
Oh, and
Um,
get the flags.
oh, and she wanted the flags in the background, so it's taken us a bit to get set up. But anyway, so we thought we'd do an informational video because it's too hard to type everything and for everyone to get the meanings and so on. And so much is happening that we thought the easiest way was to talk about things. And of course, if you have any questions, you can email us at HOOFS2010 at live.com.au. So the reason for this video is the road ahead. Um, as most know, we have a no breeding policy. Um, the reason for that is the equine world in all disciplines is in crisis. There's not enough homes for domestic horses, let alone wild horses, which is what um, brought about the idea that we would have a no breeding policy. And then, on the other hand, as people who believe in the wild horses, um, we think about the genetics that are being lost. So, after a lot of research, a lot of questioning, a lot of to and froing, a lot of trying to work out the best road forward, we have been working with a team of vets and equine reproduction clinic as well. And on the 21st of May, our stallions, all of them, will be gelded. So we've set up um, a procedure which is to take semen from the epididymis during that procedure and freezing it for the future. Is it so we can breed? No, it's not. It's about maintaining those genetic lines. The decisions about which ones we would do was on the work, as most of you know, I've been doing with the late Richard Crispin, and I continued when he passed, of ancestry DNA, which isn't the final DNA testing. It's not guaranteed 100%. However, we've utilised the ancestry testing. We've been and selected 3 stallions who we will preserve their semen for years to come, whether it's genetic research or whatever, it'll be after our time on this earth. Um, the cost to do this program is very, very, very expensive, and we would hope that we would get some support. However, we made this decision because we believe in the long term preservation of those genetic lines that we are losing, and we are committed to covering the cost um, ourselves, both Lisa and I. The cost with the specialist procedure with gelding, the transfer of the testes to the equine reproduction, the removal of the semen, and the long term storage is going to end up at about $10,000, which is an awful lot of money when we're struggling for money for hay and what have you, which is why we made the decision that we'll put our money where our mouth is if necessary. By all means, you're welcome to support this. If if we are successful at this first time um, event, it will set a pattern for the road forward for anyone who wants to be able to geld their stallion and let him live a life with his family, but also preserve the genetic lines that we hold so dear. So that's where we're at. That will take place on the 21st of this month. Um, so, yeah, if you'd like to support this new initiative, maybe set up something that can be utilised in the future, um, then please do donate. It's nearly tax time. And use as your reference the future. Um, we hope that you can see the need for this as much as we can. It's taken an awful lot of thought, discussion, research, and having a team of vets and reproductive vets that are willing to support this initiative is it's just overwhelming, and we can't believe we're on the doorstep.
It's fairer for the stallions too, because
Well, it is.
when we've got the new sanctuary, they can then be turned out
Yeah,
and not have to be held up and just let out in a small area for exercise through the day.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they can just go out and be
So
Brumbies
that's our,
again.
yeah, that's our
Yeah,
plan.
yeah.
Um, we're praying that this is the right road and that it's going to benefit a lot of the wild horses that are being removed to ensure that those genetic lines that we want to preserve can be done without overpopulating the earth with more horses, struggling. God, we know we've got 40 horses we're responsible for,
Mm.
and struggling to raise that money for feed. At the same time, buying a sanctuary, spending money to set it up so that it's successful, so that it's set for, the needs of the wild horses into the future. Purchasing a property, all big steps. But we did them because, well, I have a commitment of 15 years. I have a committee that are dedicated to wild horse preservation, and we have all of you wonderful supporters. So we're hoping that you're happy with our decision.
It is a groundbreaking first
It
in
is.
wild horses.
It is a new way of managing the wild horses if this succeeds.
Mm.
I do have some printed information on the collection of semen through the epididymis for long-term preservation. So if you want to send an email, we'll send you a copy of that. We'll be documenting the day and um, sharing with you as much as the vets will allow us to of that day. It'll be full steam ahead on the 21st of May. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. That's where we're at. We are still working hard at the new sanctuary. Fencing's finished. We've got a couple of jobs to do, but it's very hard to be here at the sanctuary with all these horses in care. We have horses coming back. It's just a crazy time. Anyway, I've asked Lisa to join me today to have a chat to our sponsors who, God love them, we couldn't do this all without you. So over to you, Lisa, and thank you, everyone.
Well, firstly, I'd like to really thank each and every one of our sponsors who have chosen to continue on sponsoring their Brumby in their new forever home and supporting us at the new sanctuary and them. And also the interest I've received from the new sponsors after Lynn put the post up. We do need more sponsors. Some horses do not have any sponsors. And I apologise if I've been, or you think I've been, taking a long time to respond, but we've been absolutely flat out, Lynn and I, just with everything going on. I've come up here this weekend. I'm heading back this afternoon, back to Hamilton. But if I haven't replied to any of the emails, I did do a late reply last night to one. I do apologise, but once I'm back home, I'll be able to.
Should.
Oh,
Honestly, slack.
plus the treasurer's work as well, and yeah. Oh, well. No, but yeah, it's just been absolutely full on. And now with this new gelding and the procedure we're doing, it's pretty exciting. So yeah, I'd just like to thank you all for your wonderful support.
We will catch up with, we always send a
Oh
sponsor
yeah,
thank you
yeah,
and what
yeah.
have you.
We will get to
Please
it.
bear with us.
Yeah,
Um,
it's coming.
we are grateful. We know you're there. We
Yeah,
know we can't do this work without you. We try and post as much as we can while we're doing things.
yeah, on Facebook.
And if you
Yeah,
have any questions or concerns, or you just want an update, it's worrying you or what have you, flick Lisa an email and
yeah,
we'll get
yeah,
you an update. We'll take that. We'll make the time to answer your update. But other
yeah,
than that, stick with us. The road's bumpy. It's long. It's tedious, but there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm.
In some way, shape, or form. We just have to believe, um, even when we don't feel we can anymore, we just have to stay focused. And on our road, there are many people out there doing wild horse rescue, each one believing their way is the way. We believe our way is our way, the way to go. Are they wrong? No. Are we wrong? No. It's about doing what it is that drives your passion and what you believe in and staying true to that. So, congrats to all those that have stepped on the limb. Um, we wish we could help you all, but sadly, we now have to be 100% committed to our own work. So, lots of love to you all. Any questions, send an email.
We will be doing a fundraiser for transport.
Oh,
That's
yes.
our next big cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
With,
But
what
no,
do you mean
no,
next big
no.
cost? I'm
Oh,
meaning
we've got lots of costs, but
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely no funds of HOOFS are going towards this gelding procedure.
We
That
haven't
is
utilised it.
totally,
But we would love some support.
yeah. If
because
someone
it's a
wants to
huge
support,
step.
we won't say no. But if we can't get the full support, Lynn and I are stepping on a limb to fund it
Yeah.
because it's so exciting and
It's
and it
There's
needs to be
turning
done.
around now.
No, it's
booked.
happening.
It's
So
done.
yeah, we're
It's
doing
done.
it. Yeah,
All right. Love and light to everyone.
yeah.
Talk soon. Where's the off
Bye.
button? Guess what?
What?
I don't think I pressed record.
Well, it says stop taking video.
Well, I did.